Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, sit back and relax. I talk about yarn, knitting, crocheting, some stories, having fun, all of that wonderful stuff. I do have quite a few new subscribers because I'm doing the Arnie and Carlos Christmas Stocking Advent 2023 knit along that is going along really, really well. Definitely come back later on today to see the next day's clue, which is December 23. Because it's not out yet, right? It doesn't drop until at least 10 a.m. my time. I'm in Colorado. At about noon Eastern time is when that drops. So as soon as it comes out, I will get onto it and work it as quickly as I possibly can and get that video out. So definitely look for that later on today. You know what's on my way home from work? JoAnn's. Yeah. I hadn't gone to JoAnn's for a bit. I did. I was, I don't know, at least a couple weeks. I swear it was. And then I went and I got this really, really big bag of stuff. Yeah, mostly the Big Twist because it was on sale. And I like that for making the kids blankets for Camp Boggy Creek. It comes in a wide range of colors. It's acrylic, it's easy care, and it's really affordable. So, there's a lot of different things. There's other affordable worsted weight crafting yarn. This one's a nice one. It does what it's supposed to do. So I like doing that. The regular price is $4.49 a skein, and I'm averaging somewhere between $2.50 and $2.75 a skein, somewhere in between there with all the sales and the other discounts. So not bad, and if I had to actually buy a skein of the stuff for $4.49, it's not going to kill me, right? I don't want to do the whole bedspread that way. I'll wait for sale, but not bad for a few colors here and there. So they have new bags. I have bags. I have the JoAnn bags. I tend to get the JoAnn bag when I go there. It's just something about doing that and seeing if they have anything new. Look at this. Look, oh my gosh, isn't that cute? So it's a little see-through and you can see whatever color it is that you got. How adorable is that? So absolutely love that. And since I just made my little gingerbread and then I got my little gingerbread bag, how cute is that? And I filled it up with stuff because, I couldn't get a bag and only put one ball of yarn in it. Oh my gosh, that's not happening. And the other thing that I like about getting the large things and everything at JoAnn is, I'll get this big bag, and how much did I spend on this? My receipt, they have these huge receipts. Maybe it's because I bought stuff. So everything in this bag was less than $50. Okay, that is a good size bag of stuff for that price. If I'm buying the more expensive yarn, going to an actual yarn store, I could get a couple skeins of yarn for that, right? So it's kind of nice to do this. There's enough here to make a blanket, plus some, because I got some extra yarn. Have you been to JoAnn's lately and seen the yarns that they are marketing as winter yarns? It is the craziest thing. I believe it's a Christmas yarn. Okay, it's one of their Christmas things. And my last time that I showed that I had gone to JoAnn, I got some of this Big Twist Winter. And you see that, right? It's not my imagination. That's the name of it, right? That's the one that they're working on, Big Twist Winter. And this is premium and acrylic. It really does feel nice. It's 223 yards, 100 grams, 100% premium acrylic. You can wash it and dry it and all the things that you would expect that you can do with an acrylic yarn. Machine wash, low iron, do not bleach. Don't bleach your yarns anyway. Some dry cleaning, but whatever. I don't understand those chemicals. And, typical worsted yarn. And this goes really well with their wine colored of the Big Twist value yarn. And I thought that would be a really nice sweater or something like that. So I got some of this. But at that day, this wasn't listed on their website. Okay, is it a coming yarn or a going yarn? And some of the viewers and everything, they commented that it's probably a going yarn because they did the same thing. And I didn't get just that one. I also got this, right? This Big Twist Winter. Again, it's still named Winter. Really, guys? Come on now. You're confusing because then you go to get one and you're like, well, which one am I getting? Because that's a huge difference, right? This is a 180 yards. It is 98% premium acrylic and 2% metallic fiber, has the 100 grams. They're both worsted weight. It feels amazing. It is a very soft roving style, although again, it is acrylic. You can see the nice sparkles. I bought 3 the day I got this, and I gave 2 of them to some friends of mine. And as you can see, I've already started working with it, really enjoying it. So here we've got the 2, right? 2 of them named Winter. Very different properties, very different looks. These retailed for $8.99. They had a 50% off sale. This one, I would probably pay the $8.99 for it full price. Like I said, JoAnn's a lot of times has sales, get things on sale. I would pay the $8.99 for this, for the special thing, right? So to really add the accent and that wow and the color. I'm working on a hat with this, and it really, really is nice. This one, I don't think I would. And I haven't worked with it yet, so maybe. But it just looks like a good, great colors, but a good workhorse type of acrylic. But $9, I don't know. It's weird. The money that I'll pay in one store, I won't necessarily want to pay in the other. I know it's a mental thing, and it's totally me. You know, so no judgment, right? No judgment. That I'm just telling you the way I think. And then, beyond all the big twist yarn that I got, because we know, I mean, we know I grabbed some more big twist. The majority of this bag is big twist, and all of those wonderful, wonderful colors, right? And, you know, I just getting 1 or 2 of the different colors. I swear they've got like 100 different colors. But that wasn't the thing. One of them that got me was another one of the Go Figure winter yarns. And I didn't get it when I got these 2 the first time. I don't know if they had this color, but they did have some of this, the other, they've got 4 or 5 big twist winter, and they're all different properties. They do not look like they belong in the same family, because hello, they don't. But that's just the way they name them. They do have the information on the tag that is different, so it's not like they're using the same tag over and over. I don't understand their logic on this. This is a bulky yarn. If you've been here a while, you know bulky's not my favorite. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't generally use the really large needles. Bulky confuses me. It's like, well, what do you do with 50, 60, 70 yards? You know, how many of those do I need to make a hat? That confuses me. It's just, we're all different. But I do blame Lori from the Armchair Chef for this purchase, because I dropped my yarn, because she sent me, I had ordered a mystery box from her, and I don't have a tag for this anymore, but this is a bulky. She sent me this, and I made a reversible scarf with it, and I gave it to my daughter, and her friend saw it and said, hey, can you make me a scarf? I want a scarf. I want a scarf. So when I went to JoAnn's, I'm like, okay, I don't have a bunch of bulky in my stash. I just don't. And this close to Christmas, if I'm going to try to make something and get it done, going with the bigger yarn and bigger needles is not a bad idea. I use size 15 needles for a reversible scarf that my daughter has, and I was looking for a nice bulky that I could do a scarf for her friend, and I found it. Big Twist Winter, 50% off. Okay, this stuff, again, normally $8.99 for regular price. This is a nice black shimmer. It is super soft, very soft, 97% anti-pilling acrylic. It is nice. 3% polyester, 65 yards for 100 grams. Is that good? I don't think so. I'm not used to working with big yarns. I'm like, $9, 65 yards. Now, I didn't pay attention to this. This tells you how many you're going to need for each. So if you want the hat and scarf set, 5 balls, a hat, 1 ball, a sweater, 10, and a blanket, 15. Okay, fine. What is the, and you can machine wash, do not iron, do not bleach, right? Okay, and do not tumble dry. So machine wash, lay flat to dry. Got it. But it's a very pretty yarn. I love my sparkles. That sparkle shows well. They say this is a number 6 super bulky. They recommend size 13 to 15 for knitting, and L 11 8mm for crochet. So I decided I would grab some. And I remember on this one, each ball and this is a discontinued Hobby Lobby yarn. Each ball had 180 yards in it, and it was half a pound. No kidding, 8 ounces. And this is what I have left of the second ball. And I made a nice long reversible scarf. So I got 5 of these. All right. I should be able to get pretty decent with this. Again, I don't understand bulky, so I don't know how far it goes, right? I know that sounds funny, but I just don't. So I got my size 15 needles back out again that I used for the orange one, and I started it. I did. You know, it's so close to Christmas. You want to see it? I like it. Look at this. That is so sparkly. Let me turn off the light, because I mean, that's all you're seeing is sparkle. There is a cable right here, and it is surrounded by seed stitch. There's a lot of texture in this. All you're seeing is a sparkle. Let me turn off this light and try not to knock everything over in the process. There we go. Okay, with the light off, maybe, yeah, there you go. You can see more of that cable. So that is a reversible cable. It looks the exact same on front and back. So it's a big cable going down the center. There we go. Surrounded by that seed stitch. So a very elegant scarf, very nice. It'll match just about any coat. I mean, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Just look at that sparkle and shimmer. I'm gonna turn light back on so I don't look so dark. There we go. But that sparkle and shimmer is amazing. I just started right here. That's where I finished my first ball, okay? So I got that far on that, and where's my tape measure? Oh, I have a monkey tape measure. There we go. Look at that one. I found my monkey tape measure. I like my tape measures. I love the crocheted ones. I know, squirrel, I get it. I collect them. I could make them. I don't want to. You know, I just pay for them at the store, whatever the price is, and then I'm happy. All right, so going for the shortest part, now not that rounded dip, all the way to the first, see, going from here to here, where that first one is, that is like 21 inches. Okay, so using 3 balls of yarn, I should be able to easily get a good 60-inch scarf. I'll probably make it longer than that. I have 5. I did, pretty sure I bought 5 of them. I might be able to make a hat. The ball band says I can make a hat. I don't know what type of hat pattern. I'd have to look that up, because I know it's weird, right? I don't understand bulky. I don't get it. But I'm really happy with this. I 100% blame Lori from the Armchair Chef. If you're not following her, give her a shot. She's fun. For sending me bulky yarn that I made, and now my other family members want that. Now, cost price, it works up well. It feels amazing. It, you know, it says it'll machine wash and everything. It's not like I've tried. I like the drape of it. Look at that. I mean, it's so squishy. Would I want to pay $9? You know, that's going to be up to you on that one. I got 20 inches out of it, so that helped me to figure out, well, how far does 65 yards go? That's like so little. I'm used to fingering weight where you're getting 400 and some odd yards for the skein, right? You know, and you're like 65. What? How many do I need? 12? No, you don't need 12. But you guys tell me, is that something that you would get? Is that a good deal? I don't know. Granted, I did get it on sale. It was 50% off. And then I'm pretty sure I had other coupons and stuff. I don't know what I had, but I ended up paying $3.82 each for them. So that's why I spent a little bit less than $60, because I got some expensive yarn too, right? It's not really expensive, but it started that way. Does this even tell me how much, you know, does it give you that whole, you saved so much money? Oh yeah. I paid $46.53 and I saved $44.34. Okay, you know, pretty cool. So that was part of my JoAnn's haul. And, you know, for Christmas and for fun and for massive sparkle, this stuff is great. Good luck finding it. Their website has been weird lately. When you look for winter yarn, there are 6, 7, 8 different varieties a winter yarn. Some of them are another super bulky. I think it has about 120 yards per, and it's an actual skein form, and that's $12.99 regular price. So they've got different prices going through them. They had some other cake yarns that were similar in size to this, a little, not the sparkle and everything quite the same, and they started off at $6.49. I don't understand, but they're all labeled as Big Twist Winter. How confusing is that? I mean, how does that help you with your brand? I don't understand, but just wanted to show that and at least throw that out there that, you know, I mean, these three are all Big Twist Winter. I mean, that's crazy. That's no, guys. What are you thinking? No. But if you can get it, use your own judgment on whether or not it's worth it. Getting 5 of those, I ended up paying $3.82 a skein. Yes, that's perfect. I'm going to get a scarf out of it. We can tell, right? I've got well over 20 inches. I'm on my second ball. So I'll get a scarf out of that. I should be able to get a hat out of it also. Okay, not bad. And a handmade gift. Very nice. So excited about that. You know, all of that stuff included my bag, which, you know, I had to pay for the bag. You can't steal them. Don't steal. Don't steal. Bad news. Don't walk out with things you didn't pay for. And then I also increased my stash of Big Twist colors, right? I mean, look at all these. Some of these I didn't have. I believe it or not, I don't think I had the mustard. And I believe one of these is rust and one of those is toffee. And I needed this green right here. Yeah, I think it's that one. This green is the next green I wanted to put on the blanket that I've got going on for Camp Boggy Creek, because I started it with the reds and then went to the yellow and then the green, and I had one color of green. I had this green already in it, and I wanted to add this one, and I didn't have enough, so I had to get another skein. I'm not getting multiples at the moment of these because they take up some space, go figure, but I am wanting to get more of a variety of the colors because I want to make some blankets that are more traditional boy colors with multiple colors of the blue, more traditional girl colors with the pink and the lilac and the orchid and, you know, or the color that I'm wearing right now, right? That type of stuff with it. And then I like the jewel tones, doing something like that. And then what I'm working on right now is the autumnal colors. And I want to mix those. And then these, let me see. This is cinnamon. I love that. I don't know what it is about. I don't know if the JoAnn's where you guys are at, but our weather, these things don't stay shut at all. So tape them. So that's the cinnamon color. And I didn't have any of that. Go figure. And this one is the rust. Okay. What I also realized that I'm missing in my yarn collection of these is brown. I don't have a good, decent brown. Yeah. Crazy. I'm not saying I want to have a bunch of them, but it's not a bad idea because there's what, 300 and some odd yards in these things. They're not tiny. They 380 yards. So, as I'm making the different things, whether I'm working on blankets doing the individual squares or I'm making with rows or, you know, going rounds and rounds, I'd like to have a little bit of each color. And that's what I'm slowly doing, is adding to it and grabbing those different colors. So that's why I have colors in here that I didn't have before. And I really like the fact that I got the mustard this time. I love the mustard. We know this. I love the mustard. I'm surprised I don't already have it, but I like that. So then I can add that with the other yellows, and I could do something and just a radiating out with the yellows going to the orange and then the red going on the outside or something along that line. And I like having the multiple different colors with it. And what I've also done is adding with the Big Twist with just whatever those colors are. Big Twist also has the twinkle, which is their sparkle. And I've seen that. Let me see. So this is one of the Big Twist with the sparkle. This one is their mulberry. So if I'm doing something along that line and I've got multiple reds, I'll put a row of this in there too, and it just adds a pop. And if I'm working with the blues, I've also got the sapphire looking one, which is making a mess. That's okay. Have to clean that up. This one right here, and this is teal. And to me, I wouldn't call it teal, but whatever. You can call it whatever you want to. But adding those different things, that pop of color, especially if you're making like a granny square and you're gradiating out, you can do one round of each color and just a small amount of the sparkle. I think I've got a yellow sparkle also, so I can add that in there with the yellows and just gradiating, and it really, really adds a wonderful effect. And that's one of the reasons why I like grabbing all of these things, especially when they're on sale, the Big Twist colors. And I have them. It's your painting, right? If you're making a blanket, whatever you're painting with yarn. And if you're going to be painting, you need to have a good color palette to work with. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this. For me personally, it's easy accessible because there's a JoAnn's on my way home from work. Easy accessible, affordable, etc. I had somebody reach out and ask me what yarn I was using on my Arnie and Carlos Christmas stockings. It's JoAnn's. I would recommend in Canada, find something that's close because you're going to pay shipping and everything else. And this is just a good value acrylic. I know you have to have a good value acrylic where you're at and not pay the shipping. But you know, that's why I've chosen this. I like Premier yarns also. Premier has their everyday value type yarns, and it's an anti-pilling acrylic. I also like more of that instant gratification of being able to stop by the store, pick up things that I didn't know I wanted, especially seeing all the colors in person and grabbing those. I have ordered from Premier multiple times. They're slower on the shipping, probably because we're used to Amazon and getting things like the next day or a couple of days later. Premier, just be patient. They're wonderful. It's a great company. Just know that when you put in your order, it'll be about a week before they box your order, and then it takes however many days to ship it. And if you're good with that, that's okay. But they don't always say that up front to expect 10 days. Like when I've ordered from Arcane Fiberworks, which is in Canada, the label, or when I look at it, it specifically says, because I'm in the United States, 10 to 42 days. Now, it has nothing to do with Arcane Fibers. They're great. They pack it, they ship it, there you go. But customs, if it goes through customs and they want to play with your yarn for a month, there's nothing the other company can do. That's just how that works. I've ordered from them a couple times. They've always made it in that 10 days, but just know it could take longer and it's out of their hands. And I think if Premier actually said that and you just know that it's going to be whatever you order, it's going to take a couple weeks, you're fine. JoAnn's, I've ordered before, a little slow. Michael's, I've ordered online, and I ordered 72 balls of yarn. I got 2 of them. Very disappointing. They canceled everything else. So, you know, I'm a little gun shy with Michael's to do that again, right? That's just me personally. If you've had great experiences, keep going with it. You do you. You know what? If it's been great and wonderful for you, don't stop. You know, that's perfect. Those are just my experiences. I've had no issues with Hirschner's. I've ordered from them multiple times and I've gotten mine in. I don't remember the shipping time, but I did get it. There weren't any problems with it. You know, just different stuff, right? We're all playing. So that was my education yarn experience extravaganza. Started off with JoAnn's and just went off the rails on that one. But all the Big Twist, just all the different colors, and the winter yarn, that's only 3 of the varieties, and there's more. And a lot of them are the bulky and super bulky, which for me personally, I don't generally get into, but I'm not gonna lie, this is awesome. They have it in multiple colors, and the colors feel different because dyes take up a little bit differently. And the black was just so soft and so squishy. And I think the blue was also really squishy. There were a couple colors that were, I think the green was a little bit scratchier. It's the same stuff, but I think it's the dye. So, you know, again, your mileage may vary. This is New Year's Eve Tinsel, by the way. That's the color name. New Year's Eve Tinsel. Manufactured July 2023. Well, then why did it take so long to get to the stores? Just saying. So let me know if you've seen this stuff out in the wild, as we call it, right? Have you actually seen this in some of the stores that you've been at? If you do and you like it, pick it up because it's kind of like a unicorn, right? I looked this one up when I first got it. It wasn't on the websites. It is now. Anywhere near local to me, I'd have to drive like 25 miles to the next JoAnn's that had some. They had 3 skeins, but the rest of the stores didn't have any. I don't know if they've got it online again or not, because at first they didn't, and maybe they do now. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with their stuff, but if you see it and you like it, get it, because chances are you're not going to see it again. It's weird to say that on a big box store. It's weird, but I think that's how that is. I don't understand their marketing. I don't get it. Well, anyway, everybody, come join me later when I get the stocking taken care of, when I get the next clue. We are 2 days from having that finished. And remember, I have 2 of them. I have the maroon, green, and white, and then I have the other one that is the blue, silver, and white. So we have 2 very distinct looks on this gorgeous Norwegian colorwork Fair Isle stocking. All right, everybody, I'll talk with you all later. Bye-bye.